Alright, here we are, just walked into a third dimension. Gonna clear to the boss, maybe do a little bit of rushing around since I'm a Kensai. Maybe do a lot of rushing around since I'm a Kensai. And yeah. I do want the set from here, so I'll hunt these tea rooms. And I've been using this volcanic sheath from the Abyss, and it's very, I've really been enjoying it. It's good for clearing up little minions on a rush. And it gives you stacks of wisdom so you can use your ability more often. It is quite nice. Oops. That was not what I wanted. That was in fact not an ST. So now we go back. Well, this dungeon isn't too tough if you take it slow on the clearing. Just, it's the same with a lot of dungeons. Yellow is paralyzed, orange is armor break, blue is slow. Don't get armor broken and slowed and paralyzed. And then there are two bosses. And we're heading into the first one now through this little teleporter. I believe we kill the tower first, and then we kill the snake, and then the head of the snake. And now I will actually switch to my other sheath, because this one provides more damage, or more damage at a range at least. And a bit more defense, but I'm not too concerned about the stat bonuses. And now we're clearing the whole snake. And I'm slowed, that's not great. Ooh. As always, try not to get run over and lined up by anything. Ow. I've actually lost a few good characters in here. Some really solid 8 out of 8s have died to a bad slow during the last phase of this boss. So, it's definitely something to watch out for. And I recently finished my third Honeyed Huntress set, so I'll get to play that again. Huntress is my favorite character, and that is my favorite set. I know it's not the best set in the world, but I really enjoy its play pattern. I'm slowed during this boss, so I'm not gonna die. Don't let these things explode on you also. I'm slowed again. Not ideal, but on a Kensai I don't have to worry so much about that. I can always escape by clicking away. Do I care about that? No. Do I care about this? Also no. Right. So now I'm going to carry on. I'm going to see if I can find another tea room before I leave, because I do so want to finish that set. I only need the robe that drops from the tea room. And now all the cubes are a bit more threatening. Those still... Oh, nice. Found my tea room. I think it's possible to have up to 4, but I'm not actually positive about that. It might just be the 2. That ain't it, Chief. Ah, well. And now on to the second boss. Ooh, that was not ideal. Here we go. This is I'm honestly super fond of the fights in this dungeon, but the loot is not ideal. So a lot of people don't do them. But it's a really well-designed dungeon. So first we're going to kill these things, rotating around the outside. And yeah, it's going to be a nice chill fight. You see these clear ones here? They do 1 armor piercing damage, but they show you where the next laser is going to be shooting, which I think is just neat. Vibing, chilling, gaming. Alright, and now we damage the middle. And back to killing the things on the outside. They're quite hazardous to cross up until they're broken, and then they're not too bad to cross, because they only fire once in a while. You know, I can't say that I know what these pink bombs do. Let me test it for science. Ah, they silence you and deal 80 armor piercing. Good to know. Okay, now that all those are broken, I think it's going to split into 2 and teleport to the edges, go across. And you have to break one of these apparently. Apparently one is fake and one is real, so I'm only going to fight this one here. Or so I'm told. I have no confirmation on whether or not that's true. No, looks like it is. So you only have to fight the one that actually takes damage. And you can tell them apart because one will be first and the other will be behind it somewhere. Or lagging behind in terms of when it starts moving. Two down. And it's basically the same sort of pattern for the rest of it until the last phase. Okay, let me cross back up here and catch this back on its way around. Oof. That's 105 armor piercing, and it's probably quite a lot of damage if you're in it for more than a moment. Now I'm taking so much damage here. I guess I should be careful for a second. Okay, back to killing the ones on the outside, rotating. Another one of these phases. Oh, and quiet. These bombs are worse. Ow, and these squares do 207 and slow you, so you shouldn't tank them like I have been doing. Alright, now what? Damage middle, or is it going to start teleporting? Yeah, it's going to start teleporting. Let's check the first one, and the first one appears to be the vulnerable one. Let me see about the second one. I want to confirm whether or not this is the truth. Oh yeah, that one doesn't deal any damage to the actual health bar up top. So I suppose I'll just kill this one. Yikes. Alrighty then. Okay, now it's gonna start moving around in a sec. And I've seen people die pretty fast to getting run over by this thing. Luckily I'm a mobility class, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Unless I get silenced or something, then I'll have to worry quite a bit about that. Because it does slow. Can't deny that. Okay, it should die now. Easy. And I got my single mana for completing this very long dungeon. But it's not too bad. And now you know how to do it too.